this interview is being recorded at Patchwood Police Station in Bristol. It is now Tuesday the 3rd of March 2015 and it's exactly 12 midday. I'm DC 3302, Marie Stephen, and the other police officer present is
DC Mark Luther 2702.
Nathan, can you give us your full name?
Nathan Charles Matthews.
Thank you. And your date of birth?
The 9th of the 1st, 1987.
Thank you. And the other people present in the interview are?
Robin Rowland on behalf of Crossroads Solicitors.
And Liz Warlock, appropriate adult.
Thank you. So Nathan, we've had a short break. Perhaps if I just flag up for the recording what this interview is about. It's about the kidnap and murder of Becky Watts. Over the last couple of days we've had 4 recordings. The last was a very short recording and I know you needed to have a break then. I explained to you this morning why we needed to, rather than simply take at face value the written statement that you have given to us last night, that we need to explore what you've told us some more. I know that was difficult for you first thing this morning, but that's what we need to carry on and do, and ask you some more questions.
Can you rephrase? I don't know what questions you need to ask, but obviously you said something about Shauna. Can you rephrase it?
Mm-hmm.
So you can include basically everybody in it and not use her name. Like,
do you want me to say
I think, yeah.
like
the other person? Is it just saying the name?
Just include everybody in it. Like, obviously she's in. Obviously, it will be included in it, but include everybody and say her name.
Okay. Okay. I'll do my best to avoid using that name where I can, Nathan, okay? I can't make promises, and what I would say to you is that I'm not going to be doing anything to deliberately wind you up or anything like that, okay? But we've obviously been here a long time, and if I make a slip up, it may well be because I'm tired and those things happen, okay? Can you tell me then, Nathan, because if we work through what you told us in this written statement, this idea that you had...
obviously used, I think you wanted more detail,
yeah.
was it?
Yeah, I do.
Obviously I should be able to go into more detail.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the discussion we had before coming in, though?
Huh?
Remember the discussion we had before coming in?
I don't know.
There are a couple of
Are
ways...
you gonna have to read that statement?
No. There are a couple of ways we could get around this.
Obviously, I don't want that to be read to someone.
I don't want to read this out in full again, Nathan, but what I wanted to do was get some more detail from you about things that you've said in it. So perhaps if I could pull out some things from what you've told us and ask you to expand on it, tell us a bit more. Does that sound all right? How about if we start with this idea you had about scaring Becky? Tell me about how that started up then, how you got that idea.
I don't know if it was on TV or something like that, but obviously I had a couple of dreams about...
But I think at this point, I can't keep interrupting, but do you remember discussions we had before you came into interview. And how you and I discussed you dealing with the interview.
Right, what was the question again?
About the idea that you got, and you said it might have been something on TV or you had a dream.
Well, obviously I came up with the idea to scare her, because, like, to try and basically make her more appreciative of life, so she'd be more appreciative for other people. She'd be, like, grateful that, you know, she wasn't harmed or anything like that, or, you know, because obviously she'd leave things out on the floor for my mum to trip over, and obviously would talk to her, like, so saying nasty comments and talk to her like dirt on the floor. And obviously I thought if I was, you know, able to scare her, and obviously her not be harmed, and obviously be released, obviously when she got back, she obviously would have been scared and more appreciative of things, as people are.
Okay. So tell me what you thought you were going to do. What your plan was.
So obviously stick her in the suitcase. Obviously, obviously put tape around her mouth so she wouldn't make any noise. And then, obviously once I got her in the car, to make up something to say to Shauna, obviously I had to leave, like, to help someone or do something or something. And obviously I was gonna I was thinking of, like, a wooded area or whatever, to obviously take her back out, obviously still have the mask on, and obviously, like, scare her and, you know, say something along the lines of, you know, you've got to start treating people better, you know, not being a bitch or self-centered, and then, like, make a threat of, you know, or this could happen again or worse or something like that. And obviously, I hadn't figured out exactly how to obviously walk away after, without obviously, I don't know if she'd try and follow. I'm assuming she wouldn't have followed, because out of fear we wouldn't want to follow someone who just obviously has done that, and obviously would have come back. Well, I would have obviously chucked away obviously everything first and then come back, and obviously would have acted as normal. That come back to my mum's, obviously acted as normal.
So when did you think all of this up?
I can't be certain. I'm no good with dates. I've said this repeatedly, and days muddle into other days. I don't have a specific memory of coming up with it, but I remember thinking about it a couple of times. Just basically trying to think of ways to, because obviously she won't listen to me about leaving shit on the floor for my mum to trip up on. She doesn't listen to her dad about it. Just trying to find a way of making her actually listen.
Had you had a conversation with her soon before that?
I can't remember when I last saw her. Like I said in the statement, it could have been Wednesday when we went over. or it could have been the Monday before. It depends on when she was in and when she wasn't in, and if she was in, it depends on when she would have come down.
Nathan, do you think you want some legal advice at this stage, given that this is going differently than we discussed?
I don't know, probably here.
Okay. It's 12:11 p.m.